what else are we learning right now?
Yeah, this is a remarkable investigation that they've undergone here over the past several weeks. And this man very clearly was very close to actually committing this attack. Luckily, he was stopped by these undercover agents. This was an 18-year-old who investigators say was planning this attack specifically for about a year, but knew he wanted to plan an attack for several years. They say he was reading ISIS material online, making ISIS-related TikTok videos, and he was thought he was talking to ISIS. Instead, he was talking to undercover FBI and NYPD officers. They say he wanted to attack a grocery store and a fast food restaurant in his hometown of Mint Hill, North Carolina. That's a suburb of Charlotte. About 30,000 people live there. And he wanted to do it on New Year's Eve. They say he wanted to attack with knives and with hammers. And they say he had those knives and hammers in his possession under his bed, along with a number of notes about exactly word for word how he was going to carry this plan out. And I do want to read to you a quote from one of the investigators that just said that at the press conference, saying he was preparing for jihad and innocent people were going to die. They say it was a very well-planned, thoughtful attack. Now, this man is now charged as an adult criminally with preparing attempted material support to a foreign terrorist organization. That faces up to 20 years in prison, a $250,000 fine. They do also say, and this is interesting, something we'll have to do some more reporting on, they say he was tried to be brought in involuntarily to be committed by the local police, but a magistrate judge in that area said he was not able to do that. And so we'll have to see as to exactly why that was. And then, of course, the FBI stepped in here on New Year's Eve, arresting the man at his home in Mint Hill, North Carolina. There you have the first pictures of him there from the Gaston County Sheriff's Office. But all in all, hats off to the investigators here in North Carolina and the federal partners that they were working with to get this man off the streets.
And Gary, what I think is perhaps startling to people is he's 18 years old now, and authorities say that they've been tracking him since 2022. That would mean since he was either 14 or 15 years old. That's a long time to be tracking someone. We do know he made a court appearance this morning, was actually arrested a couple days ago, but all of this has been kept under wraps so far, right?
Yeah, it's all been kept under wraps because they wanted to make sure they had the information and they had the guy that they needed in this case. They wanted to make sure, of course, he was working on his own. And that's what we've seen so often in these cases over the past several years. Individuals that appear to be working on their own, these lone wolf attacks, we've seen them carried out in places like New Orleans, in places like San Bernardino, and in places in California at Tesla dealerships. We've seen these types of attacks carried out all over the place. This was a situation where it's so difficult to find these people because there's so many people online, so many people saying different things. Are they saying it in jest? Are they really meaning it? This was clearly a situation where this individual was ready to attack, had all the plans, had everything.